Hey everyone! Let's talk about Thoma and see how good his kit actually is. First, let's have a look on his elemental skill, the Blazing Blessing. It applies pyro to ourselves and give us a pyro shield with damage absorption that are based on our max HP for 8 seconds, with a 15-second cooldown. Alright, so it's basically really similar with Xingyan elemental skill, the Sweeping Fervor. But instead of getting more absorption from defense, Thoma benefits from higher HP. And Thoma's shield is more stable since it doesn't have requirement like Xingyan's, who has to hit multiple enemy to actually get the full benefit of her elemental skill. Next, we got Thoma's elemental burst, the Crimson O Yoroi. Basically, after you activate it, your character's normal attack will trigger an AoE pyro damage. It's just like Xiangling's elemental burst, but the key difference is Xiangling's elemental burst will spin around you, dealing damage and applying pyro to all opponents around you, where Thoma's elemental burst will trigger by your normal attack and hit the front enemy every single time. Imagine Xingqiu, but it applies pyro to the target. Casting this elemental burst will also give you a pyro shield for 8 seconds. But mind you, it will not be as strong as his elemental skill. And now, let's talk about his constellation. In my opinion, his Constellation 4 and 6 are the one that we should aim for, since Constellation 4 basically reduce his elemental burst cost and make it easier for us to constantly use his elemental burst, applying pyro and get some extra shield along the way. As for the Constellation 6, it will make him the poor man's Zhongli. But unlike Zhongli's shield, who gave a debuff to the enemy, Thoma Constellation 6 will buff your normal, charge, and plunging attack by 15% for 6 seconds. His Constellation 1 can also be good, since cooldown reduction will help you maintaining your pyro shield. Based on his pre-built artifact, we can deduce that he will most likely take a part as a sub-DPS in a team. And for my recommendation, you should use full set of Noblesse Oblige artifact, and make sure to use Energy Recharge Sands. As for the weapon, you can use the catch for extra elemental burst damage and energy recharge. In conclusion, I think, in my opinion, Thoma is a very great 4-star character. He can give you shield, buff your attack, and help you deal damage even off fields, and consistently giving pyro status to your opponent. What's more, because of his pyro element, he can give the 25% attack bonus from the Pyro Resonance team buff.